Good day, madam. Today feels like crap. And you know what's the messed up thing? I am noticing this is happening for everyone. Now, I was absolutely expecting that there would be foolery, fuckery during this 13-day ritual that they do every October. And I knew it was going to be amped up this year, such as my Xbox coming on its own, uh, like that. But I did not expect it to hit everybody the way it did. So there's you with your dog and your candle, right? One of my other clients had her like abusive, crazy ex suddenly like become re-obsessed with her. Like he's sending her messages through everything, including her mom and stuff, right? But I had just told her that the asteroid chaos was in her relationship house, so some stuff was gonna start popping off there. I woke up at like 6 or something this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep until like 9, right? So the dream I had during the second time I went to sleep was crazy. I've been having like, I don't want to say nightmares because they're like dark symbolism dreams, is what I want to say. Because they're not like scaring me like, oh shit, I'm recording every day. But it has really put me in a bad mood. Like the dream was some like, I was in a house. I'll say it's a house, but I was at one of those creep parties, absolutely. Because I walked in and this dude was like doing stuff to the sheep. And I'm like, no, stop. And I tried to like get everybody's attention. Like, do y'all see what he's doing to this animal? Do y'all hear what he's doing to this animal in the room? And nobody believed me until he came out with the scratches and stuff. And that's like when I woke up. But the messed up thing, when I went to my phone, like the algorithm refreshed, and it was this messed up picture of this poor little sheep in the middle of like a pack of wolves getting eaten. That's another way that you know that something is a spiritual attack if it tries to get re-triggered when you wake up during the day. And I think that might be the case with what's happening with your dog. When I went to go start your session, something was like, don't start with just finding out who the person is. Start with your angel deck and find out what demon it is that's attacking her, and then see if you could track it back to a person. So these attacks or the issues that are happening with all of us, because when I made a post and shared this info with people, a whole bunch of people popped up on there with their dreams and the little weird stuff that's happening this week. This is like the hunters are out, the army is out, dark magic is out, and some portals are open, and they'll be open till November 3rd. So, what angel will bind the demon that is currently attacking Rowan? What angel binds the demon that is currently attacking? You got to be clever because these are tricksters. And there's always an angel that controls a demon. The same way we all control our personal demons, the demon is only the distortion of the angel, the unhealed part. So in this case, the angel card you got, I can't say this name, it's horrible. But it's the angel of success and protection from magistrates. Eliahia, but it's the high priestess would be the card. So once again, that's the moon, that's somebody in the hidden. I am now going to go to my book where I have the configurations for every angel and demon. And I'm going to get you the details of what being this is. And let me just share my screen with you so it's a little less. So this is number 44 that I am looking for. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And yes, that's another spelling of this name, but this angel resides at Scorpio, the 5th through 10th degree. That makes me want to check your chart. And see if you have anything there, because I know you do have a Scorpio moon. It's not in those degrees, so that's good. It won't be affecting you, although it is affecting your home. Where is that? I just said 5 to 10 degrees. Where is that Eros right now? Hold on. I think I'm getting something. Getting somewhere, ma'am. Let me zoom in because I need to see these transit planets. That Eros is at the 10th degree of Scorpio. Transit. Okay. I just heard STD, but sexually transmitted demon. Like he had some bad juju on him that rubbed off. That's interesting. I'm gonna dig into that, but it's like somebody else put their claim on him in some way, shape, or form. And like, I wonder if he's told anybody that you guys are dating. I gotta rub my hands together, like, hold on, what is this channel? Because Mars over here is also conjunct your natal Eros, right? But it's at the 19th degree where your moon is. So that would be the conduit or the energy that is affecting your home because it's coming through the Eros. Eros historically is the beast in Beauty and the Beast. So let's get to the Daemon. Shax. What a name, right? Pretends to be a warrior of light, spiritual extremism, imposes one will, conviction, and beliefs, tries to control others, evil demonic mission, diabolical force, abuse of power, dictatorship, megalomania, fanaticism, terrorism. This is like heavy. But hold on. Does he overwork? If the gag is this is a spiritual transmitted demon, not your regular energy, right? Abuse of power, dictatorship, megalomania, fanaticism, terrorism, war, scourge, brutal, aggressive, vindictive behavior, massacre, and merciless treatment of prisoners, infringes the law, criminal wrongdoer, imprisonment, injustice, tendency to overwork. That sounds like the sort of stuff that would be difficulties or shadows that a cop would deal with, right? And you said he doesn't do really any of this stuff. Aggression, courage, bravery. Helps to resolve karma. Okay, this is some of his shit. They've rubbed off on you. Well, thank you for being a science experiment to let me see how this works. Although I'm sure you're not happy about it. You're helping heal him. And his demon attacks you. That's who has the claim on him. And I was thinking as a person, but this makes way more sense. Let me just look at his chart on its own right quick, since I do see it hits all your Scorpio placements. I just recorded hella classes for my academy, right? Only to turn right around and have the clients tell me that the audio was in and out. Keep in mind, I've been using this mic you're giving me for quite some time. I don't ever have a problem with being heard. Although I was recording on a new apparatus, the fact that the sound was going in and out, that lets me know that it was something outside of me that was trying to stop it. The main video that got messed up was the protections one, the one where I was teaching everybody how to lock down their house and clear off demons off their energy. That is the same thing that's happening here, is what I'm feeling. Like you are helping him raise out of the vibration that would allow this entity to feed off of him. So therefore, it is trying to attack you. Look at his Mercury. It was controlling his mind. He already naturally channels the high and low of this. He channels this angel, the high priestess angel, right? And you are sort of a high priestess. So you would have triggered him to step into this upper energy. This is the angel card. This is the good part of it. The demon doesn't want any part of that. That demon wants him to be like a brutal police officer that takes his power crazily and overworks and is angry all the time. You're fucking with his demon, is what this feels like. But look, his Sophia is at the same degree. And the big change in his life is at the same degree as his Hecate. So high priestess energy is the radical change that will happen that will take his mindset out of the darkness, because that 27th degree, the big change for him is in partnership. And the Hecate is at the 27th degree. That's in the house of true love. That's in his Leo energy. That's his heart space energy. Every time I have to do a reading for you, you make me realize, like, oh my gosh, I'm really good at my job. Because this is not a person that's attacking you. And that's why that candle was like, girl, what you doing with that candle? This is a demon that is attacking you, man. And because of that, it attacked your freaking dog. Yeah, your dog is always eating things, but how often do you have to take it to the doctor or even get worried about possibly having to worry about surgery? So, what attributes is Shax attacking within Rowan's life? What parts of her are being attacked? Crazy. Because I just looked at his chart and just now realized not only is he a Libra sun, which means he's meant to be a partner, right? It says Taurus rising, but it's at a Libra degree. He's a Libra rising. What parts of you? Let me just come out of this because this is some crazy shit. What parts of you is it trying to attack? The God in you, the mystic in you, the part of you that is waking up his heart, the healer. Are you having any issues at work yet? Because this card said, or the other card said magistrate too, which is something to do with law. And this is judge. That might be what it's trying to attack next. So now I gotta pull to see what the hell you do about this. Because a candle is not good to it for a demon. Now, typically you would bind a demon with its angel, like King Solomon, which is cool, right? Do you mind if I post this for other people? Like they need to know that you have to sometimes like not look for a human. You have to look for the demon that is attached to the human because that's attacking you. I feel like this is valuable information. And I don't know if like any of your personal stuff was seen on here, so just let me know. But I am about to pull for what you can do to get rid of this. Yo, like I knew this was possible, but like not really. So what can Rowan do to get rid of this demon? What can she do to clear this demon? I keep hearing bind it with this angel. Bind it with this angel, like with some actual like cord or wire or something. Like I bind you, Shax, and then the name of the angel. I call upon such and such to bind you. You can no longer do harm here. Treat him like Nancy. So, yeah, this is saying step in your magic book. Did your parents block you from being witchy? And have you seen anything in your dreams that backs any of this up? Because what I'm seeing here is like you have innate gifts, but they are attached to your inner child, and parts of your inner child will stifle. You said the other day you got triggered, like in your childhood womb, by something he did, and it wasn't anything bad. But that's what this demon is playing off of your childhood wounds. And the fact that some of them you have not actually looked at, like you became so strong after childhood, you were like, there's no point in looking back and dealing with that. So that's what's trying to be re-triggered. And the way that I just mentioned to you in the beginning, that crazy sick dream I had, something is happening to you in dream world that's affecting what's occurring in the daylight. So you're being told this is alchemy. Get in your bag. First of all, when somebody sends negative energy at you, even a demon, you'll notice intrusive thoughts. I don't even know how long I had somebody's demon following me, right? I noticed the intrusive thoughts, but I thought they was just like my regular ones amping up. So I just started like digging through the pain, like, why is this bothering me? Why is that coming up? That's transmutation. You take that shit and you eat it. You use it to make your fire stronger, but bind it. Bind its movement so it can't mess up your job, so it can't mess with your dog. Yeah, you can send shots at me telepathically or whatever, but I'm just gonna use it to further solve problems within myself and make my relationship better because the more I heal, the more I can heal my partner. That's the energy you need to rock with this with. This entity is scared of you because the energy that you carrying is the high priestess. You are changing all the anger and all the stuff and all the ways that he thought he had to live his life. He thought he didn't want love, but it was a demon controlling his mind, telling him that he needed to focus on work, and that's the only thing that was important to him. And my crown is tingling right now. That's how serious this is. So, ma'am, as soon as possible, handle your business. Have a good day.